we're back in the rose garden. There's no table over here. I wish there was. Maybe I'll grab one. But today is, I'm pretty sure it's the 22nd. Today's the 22nd of June, and it's 2026. Here's my hair. Okay. I decided that I wanted to keep on experimenting and exploring with all the things in my life. So that's what I'm doing. And like I said, I'm back in the rose garden. I'm listening to Trees for the Woods. I wish I knew the artist's name, but it's dun, 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 dun. Oh wait, hold on, she's about to say. Sometimes you can't see the trees for the woods. And here's my beautiful view. It's so nice to be back. There's a lot I've been feeling recently, and I'm gonna grab a table actually. There's a lot I've been feeling recently, and life's been scary, life's been weird, life's been crazy, but life's been beautiful. It's just been beautiful. And I've felt very lucky to have lived. I'll put the chairs back. No worries, no worries, no worries. But for the time being, I'll just face them inwards to something. It'll be okay. Anyways, the point is, I don't have much to say right now, I feel like. But I think life changes in ways that are so very unimaginable. But at the same time, that's a lie. I don't know, maybe it's not. I just feel like the way that life changes can be so strange because it's so unexpected. And there's no way to know what's going to happen next or know how things will change. And I think that that's very beautiful and very necessary because you really, oh, that was a perfect song, like Sing the Trees for the Woods. I think that in these moments that we live, like days and days and days, and when days turn to months and then days turn to years, of course you'll get the bigger picture whenever you're further out and whenever you zoom out of life and as time passes. And I have always said, I'll say it once, I'll say it again, the passage of time is a very dear friend of mine. I think that time changes, we're different, but my mom says something. I don't know. I'm very, very thankful for the way that time passes, in my humble opinion. I live life very differently now. I'm finally, I think the last time we spoke here, I was just starting my job, which I have now quit. And I have a new job, full-time there though. I had not moved into my new place yet, but now I'm here. And I have such beautiful friendships. I have brand new friends too. And seriously, a lot has happened. I lost my car. A lot has happened, seriously. But now I have to live with very little self-shame. And I've had to accept so much about myself in such little time. My dad was in the hospital. He was in the hospital today, actually, for his second pacemaker. And like I said, it's crazy how time changes, because everything that's happened in these past few months, I would have never guessed. And of course, you think life is going to go a lot easier than you think, you know? And that's not to say that things can't be easy, but I think with more time and more experience, it just gets easier to handle. And that's the thing that I've heard all year so far. I've heard it from my sister this past weekend. We celebrated Juneteenth together, and that was so much fun. I literally saw all of my friends this weekend. And I'm going to put a pin in that one and come back to what I was saying, but oh dang, I kind of lost my thread. I guess I'll go back to something else, but I don't know. Basically, life changes in ways that are so unexpected, and yeah, things do get easier. And I heard it from when I went on my trip to Puerto Rico. Oh my god, not the ashy ass elbows, I'm sorry. That's not my problem. Sorry. Oopsies. Anyways, but it's summertime now. And I have never felt this positive in my life. Like this kind of positivity where it's real. And it feels like it's emanating from me. And I feel so much more self-love than I ever really have. And I feel like a stronger sense of self, and I feel just stronger in general. And I think that's so beautiful. And everything happened, I guess it had to happen this way in order for me to get to this point. Because who knows what I'd be like if things didn't change. That's not to say that I haven't thought back on things. Like, of course, like, it's natural to think that, like, oh yeah, like, if only, like, things had worked out in a certain kind of way, or there's a different outcome to all of this. Of course it makes sense to be thinking in that way. But my heart and my mind and my soul is open to change. And I'm open to starting over and becoming someone completely new. I'm really enjoying, like, changing up my look. I'm enjoying changing the people I hang around with. I'm enjoying talking to new people. I'm enjoying... I had a job that I was starting soon in the last video that I made here. And I've quit that because I knew in my heart that that wasn't for me. And immediately I went out and I searched for something new, and I found it. And today when I went into work, I just had this feeling where I was like, I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. And that was beautiful. And it was really, really nice to feel that way. And I'm excited to go back to work again. Like, I'm excited and I'm happy. And I think it's something that I've been choosing a lot. I cried a lot this past weekend with Peace on Saturday. But I think it was something that was very necessary because I've been very positive, but I just knew that in the back of my mind, like, I'd been feeling a lot, though. So it's always nice to, like, purge my emotions through crying, and not purge them, like, kill them, but, like, bring them all out. And usually I'd like to do it when I feel everything, but life's been moving so very fast, and I've been holding on, but back whenever I used to hold on, it used to be scary. now it's just something that just happens, and that I'm like, I feel like I learned to ride life. Here's my analogy. Life is like a red pickup truck, and back then I did not have anything on, but now I have rollerblades on, and I'm just riding on the back of the truck, feet to the ground. Also, oh my god, I'm getting bit up out here. Oh my god. But anyways, I don't know, I feel good. And I feel positive. And that's all I could ever ask for. And I think the trees agree with me. What else? I put a pin in something, and I can't remember what I put the pin in. But I'm back here now, and I genuinely do feel lighter and a lot more connected with myself. Oh, we celebrated Juneteenth, and I had a lot of fun. Like I said, I saw all of my friends, and all the friends that I have, like, they're exactly, I think this was probably my point, they're exactly the kind of people that I wanted in my life. And they're so different, but I felt so comfortable bringing them all together. And I think that's, I don't know, it makes me happy. I have people who love me. I have people who support me. And my life may be brand new, but it feels so beautiful and good. Not though. You know what? I've accepted what the fuck my hair is gonna look like. Not my business. Until it is. But yeah. I have a lot to be thankful for. My dad's pacemaker, that surgery went well. So I'm kind of like expecting to hear from my parents soon. Also, I really like the song. It was like, and I like to be free. That's what's playing right now. To be free. Anyways, I have so many new people, and I've strengthened all the people like who remained, like my bonds and my connections with them. And the people I've been unsure of, I've naturally like drifted away from. So yeah. I'm just glad to be where I am. And I'm proud of the life that I've made and that I've built and largely provided. I'm thankful for the life that I made because it feels so full, and I love spending time by myself. I love being with me. And I know whatever circumstance I'm in, I'm always going to find happiness. I think that is inevitable because I think that's what I will always choose. Happiness, love, peace, unity, respect. Blur. They're real for that, by the way. Anyways. Anxiety still exists, but girl, we are stronger. Alright. I'll see you later. Bye, Future Grace, or whoever the heck else sees this video.